Thanks for your time, Terry. Appreciate it. So this act, of course, many would argue is what we've needed for a long time, but the monitoring is something that could be difficult for the IEC.
Absolutely, it's going to be quite difficult for the IEC to monitor this. But the good thing about it is that political parties themselves are obliged to report information to the IEC. So it is not only going to be the responsibility of the IEC to try to follow the money that is being allocated to political parties, but the fact that there are systems that are put in place, such as the auditing of the books of the political parties, and that the political parties are obliged to send information to the IEC, it may obviate some of the challenges and difficulties that the IEC is likely to encounter in implementation of the Act.
Yeah, Terry, of course, we know that many of our politicians are accused of dodgy behavior. They will work around this, so consequences is key so that nobody actually lies about the donations they get, especially in their personal capacity.
Absolutely. The Act makes it very clear, and it's explicit on that aspect, that no individual, nor political party is permitted or would be allowed to try to avoid or circumvent the implementation of the Act. So there would definitely be consequences for those individuals and political parties that try to circumvent the implementation of the Act.
And does the IEC rely solely on political parties disclosing this information?
No, they can audit the information from time to time of the political parties as and when they feel that there is a need for them to do so. So whatever mechanism that are going to be put in place through regulations will basically enable them to be able to ensure the proper implementation of the Act.
And this, of course, is a service for voters, because voters should have the right to know who's actually funding the politicians they vote for, right?
Indeed. I mean, I've heard some people complaining, saying that this is going to disadvantage political parties, in a sense that individuals might not want to be identified openly that they support certain political parties. But in reality, this Act is meant to support, or rather to protect the voter, so that nothing really happens untoward in political campaigning of the political parties. So it regulates the relationship between money and politics, and I think it's a good thing for a voter.
All right, thank you so much for your time and your input. Appreciate it. Terry Tselane from the Institute of Election Management Services in Africa.